These pictures from the train on his way back to Manchester. It happened to be a lovely day and the pictures come out fairly well, I think. The old car which has now been sold.
We are coming out of the house. This is spring.
Just getting the garden prepared for the spring sowing. Martin arriving, I think, with a friend, one of his school friends, just over for the day. This was taken at the bottom of the garden, right at the bottom of the cliff. It was complete wilderness when we first came, but I think it has improved a little bit now. This little hedge that's now coming into view on the left was planted about a year ago. They just look like twigs, but in the next picture you'll see quite a big difference. It's amazing how they've grown.
These are the crabapple trees. We had a very good crop this year and I've made any amount of jelly.
Marjorie was up in Halifax the day or two and she came to see us one day. It happened to be bluebell time and all the bluebells are out. The picture doesn't do them justice, unfortunately. They've come out white instead of blue.
Snowy, the cat, always comes in the gardens.
The trees were laden with the blossom this year, but curiously enough we hadn't a great many apples. Kenneth came also for a few days. You'll see now how his car is packed, and the inside of the car was equally packed. The next pictures were taken from the top of the garden. I tried to get these on many occasions, but usually the light is against me. Even now they're not too good. But I do think the view is really rather extraordinary for this part of the world. You would hardly think that you were in Halifax.
This is Revo Abbey and the huge terrace. They were going to have a musical party at the little temple at the end, but I wonder if they ever had it.
Up at Nike's one day, it really was a beautiful day. As you'll see, I think it's Lee in the pool. Ian brought up his underwater equipment to show Lee. In the next few pictures you'll see him swimming underwater. I think they've come out quite well, really. He tried to get Nike in, but she wasn't very keen about it. Apparently, however, his persuasion done the trick, because she has dressed up in his underwater gear. I don't think she really liked it, though. She apparently had trouble with the snorkel. She said it got her all confused and hot and bothered. Undressing was a bit of a trial. She had to be helped by the whole family, as you'll see. The next few pictures were taken while we were staying with Helen and Kenneth in Broadwell. This was one of the picnics that we had every day. These pictures of an old Elizabethan house. Unfortunately, the light wasn't very good. It was a rather ramshackle place and was really rather depressing. This is the views of Kenneth's house. You'll just notice on the left the church spire. It was made a very pretty picture, actually.
We love this field too at the back.
Particularly Peggy getting over the wall. She was frightfully annoyed because I took this picture. I don't quite know why. The gardens of Blenheim, they're really rather magnificent. In front of the house, as you will see, there's a large expanse of grass. I think it's quite the largest expanse of grass that I've ever seen. Mopsy and her little pal, she heard the camera and she looked up and it really made quite an effective picture. These were taken on the Ridgeway. It was a frightfully windy day and it started to rain, unfortunately. These pictures of an old tithe barn, as you'll see. When we were staying with Helen and Kenneth, we were very kindly invited to go to the the United States Air Force Station at Bryce Norton to watch a braceball match.
This is Helen coming in from the village. And then we had a croquet match. And great fun, Kenneth and I.
This is on the journey back.
This is the road north.
Here we arrive in the Lake District. These pictures are taken in September from Bowness Pier. Sitting by the beach at Coniston. I think these are really good, although I say it myself because I took them. They're at the Tarn House. I think they're really lovely. In the Langdales, you know. A small pub called the Sorry Hotel. Kenneth came to stay with us for a weekend, and we took him to Bolton Abbey. This is really rather a magnificent sight. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the photograph. We couldn't get the whole tree in. It was, we couldn't get far enough back.
Will you come into the house with us? We'd like to show you a few of our treasures.
This odd jerky motion is because the picture's been taken in slow motion.
This is the hall. And now we've come into the sitting room. This is the writing desk. It used to belong to Mother. This is the sideboard, also belonged to Mother.
Many years ago, that sideboard was found in an old stable. Some of these pictures of the carving are quite good. I don't know quite why they should have been carved with faces. We never have been able to find out.
We've never seen some of these peculiar faces before. It was quite a treat.
Martin just coming into the inner hall. Coming up the stairs now onto the landing.
just approaching the landing window, which the antiquarians tell us is the best bit of the whole house.
Here, and looking at a few of his underwater certificates and odds and bods which he got from Greece.
These are the oak beams in Ian's bedroom, which Colin spent hours over before we came into the house.
Yes, I shan't forget pulling those nails out.
This is a picture Kenneth gave us years ago. We think it's awfully good, don't you?
Autumn, as you'll now see.
If you've enjoyed being with us, we've loved showing it you.
The music was by Peggy.
And the commentary was by Colin, assisted by Anne and the cat.